Now we will see some real-world examples of JavaScript coercion. Coercion, yesterday we saw that it is something that automatically converts a value of one data type to another data type. So first example that we will see is form input values. That means an HTML document containing a form, and we are trying to get a value of one particular field. Let's say that the field is getting the age from the age field. Let's say font candidate age, and let me call that document dot get element by ID, and that element ID name is age, and it has a value. Okay, so this, if I say if candidate age is greater than 17, okay, now log to the console saying you can apply for the job. Okay, so this one, let's say always a document, HTML document will return a value in terms of a string. Let's say the age is 18 and this is represented as a string. So this candidate age will contain 18 value, and 18 string will be closed to a number. So 18 is greater than 17. So this one will be executed. So we'll get, you can apply for the job. Okay. So let's go to the second example, which is adding numbers and strings. Okay. Let me take one variable const of let's say first name. First name is assigned with value John, and John has scored 100 in his exam. And let's say I can just simply put it to the log saying first name has scored score. So what this means is that, okay, so this one I'll just comment this out because we are not taking any document as of now. So I'll comment this out and run this code. So it says that John has scored 100. That means 100 is goes to a string. Initially it was a number, and it was goes to a string. So we are getting John has scored 100. Okay. So let's jump on to the next example, which is falsy value. So you will more often come to a scenario where you will check the username is not empty. Okay. So in that case, let's take a variable of called as username with an empty string, and let's say username. Okay, log to the console saying username is required. So will this execute or not? This will not execute, right? Because username is an empty string, which is false. False will not execute this particular thing. Okay, so let's run this. It is not giving me any output. So we need to negate this. Okay, but then we will get the logger like this. Username is required. Okay, so another example is that performing arithmetics with null, undefined, true, and false. So let me log to the console saying that null plus 1. So what will happen is null is determined as a falsy value, which is 0. Okay, now we will get an output of 1 here. And let me take one more logger and put undefined plus 1. So undefined is something not defined. Okay, that this is not treated as a number or something. So when we perform an arithmetic operation on a number which is not a number, or which is not a string or nothing, then this will be treated as a nan, okay, not a number. All right. Let me check with the true. The true operation is that true value will be forward to true itself, which is 1. And if I add to 1, I'll be getting 2, okay, which is expected. Now, finally, false, right? Let me put the logger saying that false, when multiplied by 5, I'll get 0, which is expected, 0 multiplied by 5, right? Now, let's see another example saying, which are arrays in arithmetic or comparisons. Let me log the console again. Let me take an array which is containing a value of 1. And if I put do an arithmetic of addition with a 1 again, so this will be treated as a string, okay, posed to a string, and then it will be concatenated. The output will be 1 and 1, which is 11. Sorry. And comparison, let's say this one, I have an empty array, and if I compare it with a false value, which is returning true, right? This will be treated as a falsy value, okay? And JSON values and conditionals. So JSONs are something like we'll use a variable like font data is equal to, and we put in parentheses the flower bracket, sorry, saying that success is false. And if I just compare this with data dot success is equal false, then log to the console saying that failure. Okay, let me run this one, getting failure. So what coercion is happening here is that it is this one we are getting the value of false. Okay, so false is compared with the data which is here. So false is compared with false, which is again true, right? Finally, when we have different operations performing with the equality operator, that is, let's say, again, I'll talk to the console. This one, when I do an empty string, okay, when compared with a 0, okay, so this will be given as true because these both are falsy values, right? 0 and empty string. Another example of this is that if I say is equal to false, this is also true, correct? Okay, so yeah, these are some of the real world examples where you come across coercion. Okay, and that's all for now. Thank you.